Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about, you guys all know my situation, right? I came out of a long relationship, 11 years. 5 of those years I was married. Yes, I was fucking married. I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 on January 11th. I came out of a really long relationship, and I don't think people really understand how long 11 years is, especially when you was barely 21. I was barely 21 when I got into that relationship, and I was only single previously before that for a year. Before that, I broke up with my son's biological father. So, I've only had one child from my first long relationship, which was 3 years. And then single for a year, met the person that I was with for 11 years, got married after 5 years, and then, got cheated on. And then I filed for divorce. That took 7 months. The divorce was finalized in February of 2025. So it's been well over a year since all of that happened, and since I was divorced and single. And I've been single. I've never been in a relationship since the divorce. I've dated around, yes. I've talked to people, but other than that, that's pretty much it. That was my dad. He was wondering why my car was just running. But I've never been in a relationship since. In the beginning, I did not want love whatsoever. I didn't even want anything serious, which is not like me at all, because I've always been a lover girl. I've always been in long relationships. And I love love. To my core, I love love. But I never wanted any of that after the cheating, and after I have healed from the initial heartbreak and betrayal and having to navigate that. Since it's been a year and a half, finalize 2 years, I think it's been 2 years. You guys can do the math. I've dated around. I've explored different relationships and different people, and I've went through the motions of thinking that I was ready, thinking that I wanted something that was serious and monogamous, and I thought that's what I really wanted. And then it comes in waves. The wanting for a relationship, to be in a relationship. At this current point in my life, I can't really say that I want that. Eventually, I feel like I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point where I would want that for myself. But I also feel like I have so much that I am currently working on within myself. I would not be a good girlfriend, I feel like. I still have my slight anxious attachment style. Some shit that I need to take care of on my own. And this is a journey that I need to partake alone. And I feel like only then I will be able to be a great partner. There's a lot of mentalities that I feel like I've yet to unlearn and untangle, to relearn. I no longer crave a relationship. I'm very much confident in God's plan for my life. Yes, I would love the man of my dreams, or the man that God has sent for me to come already, because I'm tired of dating. I'm tired of having the conversations of what do you do for work? What do you like to do in your free time? Good morning, beautiful. Did you eat? How was your sleep? And it's the same shit over and over again. And I'm so over it. So if I could have the man that God has for me, I will take him in an instant, because I'm sick of this shit. At the same time, I'm confident in his plan and his timing. And I just know to my core, I have so much shit that I need to unlearn and relearn, and I know that. I'm aware of that I have some shit that I need to work on my own, and there's my small little things that I want to be able to accomplish financially before I get into a relationship. Because I also feel like too, if you're a guy and you're not financially in a good place, you should put dating on the back burner to an extent, at least, because you got to be able to show the fuck up financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, in all ways for your partner. And if you have debt, or you're just irresponsible with money, you want to put that burden on your partner. That's not a good idea, and that's not fair to your partner. That's why I say that. There's some things that I need to take care of, and I'm very well aware of that. It just wouldn't be a good relationship, honestly. But I dated around, and I ended a lot of relationships. I ended a lot of freaking relationships because either the person was fresh out of a divorce themselves, and you can just tell by their behavior and the things that they talk about that they're not over their past relationship. And that's just something that I don't ever want to be in between. I don't want to have to deal with that. I feel like that's something that you need to deal with on your own and navigate on your own. Last thing that I want to do is be talking to somebody that freshly got a divorce, freshly just had a baby, freshly just broke up with their baby mama. I don't want to put myself in those situations, because it's not going to be a good situation. There's some relationships that were so good, and I felt like would be such a great relationship, but the timing, it would not be okay. Let's be so fucking for real. You know, there's that, and then there's I want to say a handful, one or two guys that it's so great, you know, but I feel like I'm not ready, and they're also not fully ready as well. And yeah, I don't know, we just kind of have to all take care of our own shit and be fucking responsible about it. Actually know what the fuck we want. And if you ever have to hesitate with pursuing a relationship or taking on a relationship, you have to hesitate or think twice or second guess. That means it's a no. And that means it's not the right timing. And if you believe in God, you know, you just have to trust the process. You have to trust the timing. You have to trust that if this person is truly meant for you and truly sent from God, they'll never leave. Their timing to be with you officially will come if it's meant to be. That is where I'm currently at. It's just a grimy place out here. It really, really is. The amount of times that I've seen guys that are married in relationships, that have girlfriends, that have families, in my stories, thirsty as hell, and I'm sure they're in other girls' stories, other girls' DMs. They're just messy. It's just crazy to me. It's really, really crazy to me. Just recently, I had one of my good friends. She broke up with her boyfriend. I kind of know this guy. I went to school with this guy. I don't know if I should say all these details, but nah, I shouldn't say those details. But anyways, so yeah, like I know this guy. Never looked at him that way, but he hit me up on Facebook. Instantly sent the screenshots to my friend, and I'm like, and yeah, it just went downhill from there. See how grimy some guys are, and a lot of guys are very manipulative. They'll tell you that they're single, but the reason why they ghost you mid-conversation is because they're actually in a relationship. They're actually living with their wife. They're actually living with their girlfriend. They're actually a father of 5 fucking kids. Like, it's so freaking messy out there. It's a reminder to me of why I'm single and why I don't care to be in a relationship right now, because this is how guys are acting. Not all guys, but majority of guys don't know what the hell they want. Majority of guys don't even know that they're fucking DL or gay. I don't miss that, because I feel like I came from that. I was in a relationship. I was married to somebody that was probably lusting on other girls on social media. It just all gives me flashbacks of the hell that I have been through and the way that I was treated. And I don't ever want to be with someone that's out here doing that to me again. It's just grimy out here, and that's not okay. If your boyfriend is out here trying to hit up your friends, or they're thirsty on other girls and your friends' Instagrams and Facebooks or whatever, that's not okay. Gotta do better. It's just inexcusable, in my opinion. Hey, everyone has their standards, right? So what you allow is what will continue. Guys are not sorry. Guys will not change. They don't give a fuck. You let them slide with one thing, you'll catch yourself excusing a whole bunch of shit. And for what? Like, why are you in the relationship? If that's the quality of the relationship, what's the point? That's not love. Period, point blank. Another thing, you know, like, I don't want to be embarrassed out here. I don't want to look like a fucking fool. And guys are just very inconsistent. Dating certain guys are so inconsistent. They talk about caring about you, you mean this much to them, or you're so different, blah blah, but like their actions does not align whatsoever. So that's when you get cut off. Like, I was talking to this one guy. I cut him off. I think I mentioned this once or twice in my previous video. I cut him off because he did something very shady. And you know what's also shady is when they don't fight for you. So that's like a reassurance that, yeah, I made the right decision. Some guys where you get to know and they plan dates, they don't come through. Then they hit you up like nothing happened. And then there's guys that talk to you. They say they want to get to know you, but they stop talking to you for like 3 days, and then they DM you again. And it's just like, it's a whole ass mess. Moral of this video is, don't force anything. Do not force anything. Don't stay in a relationship or get back into a relationship just because you're bored, just because you're lonely, just because you miss the person. Like, no. What's meant for you will respect you, love you, and care for you, and you will see it in their actions. It'll be pure, it'll be light, it'll be peaceful, you won't feel confused. That relationship won't trigger your nervous system, trigger any type of anxieties. It'll just be good. And that's when you know it's a healthy love, when you were never traumatized by the person in any way. That's my take on love right now. Love can wait, and definitely wait. I would rather wait for somebody that was sent from God than to force something or to try to make shit happen with someone that's not even for me.